Morning, guys, and welcome to NFT United. The purpose of me setting up this channel was to try and help as many people as I possibly could by sharing tips and tricks that I have used since being on Sorare for the last 2 years. And the first video I ever produced on this channel is this one here, and it was about how using Sofascore, and I was posted 4 months ago. I just want to give you a little update on how I'm still using that technique, and I'll just go into more detail so you can see what it's all about. But I truly believe this is one of the best techniques to try and get players who are breaking into the side, whether they're coming back from injury or they're just a new signing, etc. Now, the first thing you need to do is download the Sofascore on your phone. Now, I'm doing this on the laptop because it's easier to record it and show you as I'm speaking. However, like I said, I always use the app on the phone. So first things first, you need to select every league that you want to follow and hit the follow button. And that will ensure when those games are kicking off, prior to kick-off, about an hour or so before, you will get the actual team lineups for that, whatever match it is, or matches. Again, this will look different because this is obviously the PC version. But what you're looking at is once the team lineups have been announced, providing it's not the first game of the season, Sofascore give an average rating for the players. So what you're looking for from the second game onwards is a player that hasn't got a score like this geezer, Johan Romana. Now, I've known about this kid for a while. He's been out injured for about 6 months. He's a centre-half at Austin, and Austin played away to Charlotte last night, and he was back in the starting 11. Now, as you can see from the scoring chart, this guy is capable of posting very, very good scores. And obviously that long stretch there of no scores is, I think he was out since November of last year, and he came back last night, sorry. So as soon as I seen the lineup, I went straight onto the Sorare website to have a look. Firstly, to see if there were cards of him, which I knew there were, but at times, especially in certain leagues, you're not sure if there's cards produced. But I went straight onto Sorare to look if this player was for sale. Now, as you can see, I bought him for, it was 28 quid last night, but that's risen a little bit, so it's showing as £29. And like I alluded to yesterday on my other video, I think prices of rares are absolutely ridiculously low now at this point. This guy is 23 years of age, and in my opinion, if fit, he will play the majority of games for Austin. Now, I watched the game last night. It was a poor game, and he went off injured after about 50 minutes, I believe it was. I didn't realise or why he went off injured, but I've checked on Twitter, and apparently it was a concussion injury. So I'm thankful because he's obviously been out a long time, 6-7 months with a muscle injury or something. So there could be an injury issue with this lad, but for that price, I'm willing to take the risk. Now, just to warn you, if you follow all the leagues like I do on Sofascore, when the European League's back, etc., on a Saturday afternoon, your phone will be going absolutely mental with the alerts of all the starting lineups. So just be prepared for that. However, in my opinion, it's a fantastic technique to use to try and get these players, and ultimately for the cheapest prices possible. I believe this technique is brilliant, especially for goalkeepers, because we all know goalkeepers, starting ones in particular, cost a fortune. So if I see a goalkeeper that hasn't got a rating, then I'm looking at him straight away. However, just be warned, there are a lot of people who are doing this sort of technique now. So you haven't got time to do like half hours research, because they generally get snapped up. So you've got to act quick. You've got to make an instant decision whether you want that player or not. If they're relatively young players, then obviously according to the price they're listed for, but he's a no-brainer for me. You know, he's got possibly 7-8 years of first team football ahead of him, so it's going to cost me about £3 a year. So that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to give you a little update on how to use Sofascore and try and get in early on these players who are either coming back from injury or making debuts for their new clubs, etc. So thanks for watching, guys. Much appreciated. I'll see you soon.